Meepo first 2 pick here.
Oh, hell yeah. Now we're talking.
Yeah.
So the Chappie Meepo, it comes on out. Definitely looking forward to this one. We have the Kunkka too, so super early to pick up. Kind of a nifty little opener here. I know they have played it occasionally for Empire. Got to imagine that they're not aiming to have Shadow Demon here because it's probably going to wind up being banned out, but just a common support for them, and have seen it a couple times with their Meepos. So Nets maybe setting up into Torrents. Maybe they like it up against the Centaur War Runner too, just in case like the Ghost Ship or something, kind of giving yourself your own damage reduction.
Right. Now, the thing is, how quickly, so Centaur was first pick, right? So how quickly did they pick Kunko Meepo right after the Centaur? Was it instantly? Did they take a second? What happened?
I don't know. It looked pretty instant.
Yeah.
I would say. I think
that's what I
think they know what's coming, right? The Centaur.
Yeah. It's a common first pick. Also available is Slaughter. So if you want to go Centaur, Slaughter,
whoa! Now that's the obvious pick.
Pretty good against Meepo, huh?
Yeah, you have to take it here. It's going to get banned out next, 100% guaranteed.
Yeah. This might be something they can use to deal with it. It's not going to be an easy situation for them, but it is something nonetheless that they can do against the Meepo. Now the question is, how are they going to lane the rest of this? Who are they going to pick up for Empire for the rest of their cores? They're off-laner. I'm sure those are going to get banned out pretty quickly. Where do you go from here after getting the Meepo first 2 pick?
Reserve time.
Well, if they leave in the Shadow Demon, you'll probably take it, honestly. It's decent against Centaur War Runner anyway. For him to like combo up will be okay against the Winter Wyvern too. See it being a fine and dandy pick. Obviously, Kunkka does everything with Shadow Demon, but they might value some other stuff. The Silencer is understandable, trying to stop out the Winter Wyvern. Basically, anyone that can make sure that she can't get her job done would be pretty great for Team Empire to pick up right now. Maybe Disruptor is not too bad still. Try and zone her out of the fights that way. Heroes along those lines.
5 seconds.
They've got options. A couple more bands going. The Shadow Fiend band, the Silencer band, interestingly enough, which I think is, if you jump in with a Meepo and you're about to Winter's Curse and all of a sudden you get silenced, that's a troublesome thing to have happen to you.
That's the sad life right there.
It really is. But there's so many. The hero pool just keeps getting bigger with every other patch, and there's so many heroes that you have to deal with. We've discussed this before about talking about, and this was kind of a hypothetical on my part, so you have to take it with a grain of Maltism salt, about adding an extra band potentially, and we talked about it before. It almost feels like that might be something that needs to be done later on down the road, but there's a lot of heroes that are very, 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 very viable in this current meta trend.
Yeah, it would certainly be interesting. I don't really know how I'd react to it.
It sounds like you would. I think like you said interesting. I think you wanted to say that sounds dumb or something like that.
Well, everything sounds dumb when people say shit in Dota. Shrine sounded dumb.
Yeah, that's true.
Shrine sounded awful. I would have said the same thing about them, and now they're integral to the game. They're cool. We have a whole meta developed around it. And the same thing would happen if Ice Rock did it. I'd be down.
So I'm glad that you're an equal opportunist hater when it comes to dumb ideas, I suppose. I'm not like, if somebody else came up and said something, you'd probably be like, yeah, that's dumb. But I'm just glad that you're upfront about it.
As long as it's Ice Frog, man, we can all agree. I think
that's true. That guy knows more than anybody about this particular game, considering he's the one that's really made it the game that it is today. And well, friends, they're looking to get a ban. We'll see what hero is going to be taken out and away. The Sven ban is the last ban, which is not a bad idea against the Meepo to have the cleave, God Strength as well to blow up some of these heroes. That's taken out.
I don't know, man. There's a reason this guy just gets banned first phase. I look back over their games, and it's like, even through the qualifier, oh, they didn't ban Meepo that game. Oh yeah, they 2-3'd it. They took it in the first phase, and yeah, the other team lost. Let's see. Oh no, those guys all banned Meepo. Oh, these guys didn't. Actually, Team Spirit did beat them
with
one
Meepo?
Game. Yes, they had the Meepo. They ended up picking in Ursa. Makes sense. Ursa, Shadow Fiend, Slardar, just lots of damage. The Jakiro.
Yeah. That's one way to do it, man. Just a single target, blow people away, or even like the AoE from the Shadow Fiend. But that's a lot of right-click damage coming out. And I think Meepo just can't withstand that if he's not in the right spot at the right time.
Yeah, it looks like that's one of the big reasons why they actually ban out the Ursa too. Just a lot of teams will pick the Ursa early up against them too. Make sure that Meepo won't come out. That's kind of neat. And then you don't have to really ban him. But then everyone else just kind of bans him anyway. So like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Past 7 games he's been banned first phase.
Oh, God.
Dire
It's
team
even worse. Fatal Bonds Upheaval. It's not fun. Shadow Word to heal up a Meepo if he's getting hit up. Warlock
Yep.
can help the Meepo mid if he needs help. Then he's a
It's also
Shadow
just
Word.
more chaos too. Like the Winter's Curse comes out, you just chuck this thing over top of it,
Yeah.
just on the other side.
10
seconds
seconds remaining.
Makes things a whole lot easier. Yeah, I'm a
5
fan of the
seconds
Warlock pick. It
remaining.
is becoming the new staple. Earth Spirit is one way to deal with the Meepo. Magnetize is going to be super helpful. The Silences to help out as well. Plenty of capability in terms of roaming early on and trying to gank the Meepo if he can find a good opening for it. So looking at Friends' draft, you have both supports. You have your offlaner, and they're saving their core and their mid laner for
10
last.
seconds remaining.
We'll see what they want. I mean, what is the? That's a good pick, by the way. What is the counter? I mean, do you even need a counter to Meepo in lane? Do you need somebody that can really shut him down, or do you just try to pick more towards the later stages of the game and hope that you can have a better early game?
Well, being Meepo, I feel like teams have tried different approaches lately, like trying to beat
10
him out with like a
seconds
drow
remaining.
draft or something like that. We've seen that a couple times. I don't really see it
5
working.
seconds remaining.
The Ursa, I mean, that makes sense, right? You get heroes that can just lock down the Ursa, kill him, win the game. It's kind of the whole
Reserve
idea.
time.
What was our other epic Meepo games lately? The Onyx and NP game,
Yeah.
where they had the Winter Wyvern, and things like it was kind of working, but it just didn't matter. You didn't get that Winter's Curse off. The fight ended every single time in Meepo's favor.
By the way, I think it's unfortunate, but I feel like every person has been like, since those games have happened, like, you should have banned out the Meepo. I feel like hindsight's 2020. Maybe they should have, but
I mean, that's just Meepo, though. It happens to, like, obviously that's how Empire wins a lot of their games too. People just think they can take the Meepo, think they have an idea, but we're gonna have a Sunstrike here. It's pretty handy. Lots of AoE
10
control as
seconds
well.
remaining.
Sven, I guess, is the other big hero that always comes to mind, right? But he was banned out in the second
5
phase.
seconds
More
remaining.
AoE damage from the Shadow Fiend banned out too. So
yeah, we'll wait and see what
Reserve
happens with these
time.
last picks. And NT's Invoker wasn't played poorly, even in that laning phase where he was against the PL. He still had a pretty good time. And, of course, he caught back up with the Midas. He did his damnedest, but it just wasn't quite enough.
maybe like a troll.
10 seconds remaining.
I'm all right with that.
All right,
Dire
gyro
team
ban,
back.
more AoE.
Oh, by the
Fair
way,
enough.
where's this Timbersaw going for Empire?
I would ban as if it's a safe lane, I think. Because the Meepo damage, I would probably want like more control coming out of an
10
offlaner
seconds
and just
remaining.
let Meepo and Timbersaw be my burst damage. So I think because of that, like Kunkka
5
Warlock do
seconds
offer some
remaining.
decent control, but I would want something with shorter cooldowns.
Right.
Man, you'd almost even say like a
Reserve time.
Slardar, honestly, in terms of like an offlane hero, but
It is
of course we don't
available.
get to see him too much anymore.
It is available. I wouldn't be surprised if that was the ban here from Friends.
What other short cooldown offlaners do we have these days?
10 seconds.
I think
remaining.
Magnus is a bit too long.
Yeah.
Maybe the
Beastmaster.
Beastmaster. That's
Yeah.
not bad. There's the
Dire
Hawk
team
scouting and stuff, trying to find the Winter Wyvern.
Yeah, the vision would have been nice to have. Well, Friends, they have their last pick, and it's going to be their core safe lane, or their one position, if you will. Potentially not safe lane, but it will be their one position here.
10
The question
seconds
remains as to
remaining.
who it's going to be, who's the best chance against an Meepo.
5 seconds remaining.
And really just everybody else in the game. You have to also worry about Timbersaw's reactive armor. And there's
Reserve time.
there's some options. Yeah, good call, man. You said it, and there it is.
Radiant
I like
team
it.
Pick.
I'm down with that. I think that's like the best hero that's left, at least in my
So give me a reason
short-sighted
why.
Meepo opinion.
Is it just the blind? Is it
Yeah, like the
attack
AoE
speed?
blind coming in. So like if you don't die to that initial burst, or if you have your BKB or something,
10
Meepo is
seconds
pretty weak,
remaining.
right?
Right.
Yeah, your BKB, you jump into these Meepos, you throw with the
5
axes.
seconds remaining.
Then you're basically Ursa pounding in the damage. So hope that'll be enough for them. I could see Batrider actually being okay here because they don't really have any good anti-Batrider counters, and he could
5
scout out
seconds
and try and
remaining.
find the Wyvern, and then the fight's just like over.
Oh, wow.
Okay, that actually is a good short cooldown control. That's good.
Pit of
The
Malice
root is actually not
Pit
bad.
of Malice is so big this game, I feel like. Just keeping somebody still for the Timbersaw and Meepo to just jump on them. Not only that, but it sets up perfectly for a ship or for a torrent. Like, I think this is a fantastic pick, to be honest with you. I'm a fan of it.
Well, I'm looking forward to Chappie Meepo. I don't know. He was feeling it last game.
So
Played pretty goddamn well.
I'm going to assume that you're favoring Empire in this game.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is a fair assumption.
Good assumption. Easy assumption to make. They can end this 2-0. We might have 2-2-0s today, Trent. We'll see what happens.
I got faith though. Aloha Dance Troll.
It's a
It's
possibility.
definitely not over. I don't think it's a GG. They got the Wyvern. You know,
Jeez.
if they get the Meepo and you don't get the Wyvern, that's pretty sad.
Yeah.
But the Wyvern and
Prepare
the
for
Troll,
battle.
I can see this being okay. Good AoE stun. Maybe they can dodge some initiations using Afterlife for the Stampede. At least it's not like a 10th pick Meepo, right? They've got a draft that has some ideas built around them.
I want to see if the ideas come to fruition. Some wards being placed down. The classic opening nowadays of smoke up, TP to a lane, put wards down. They've got 2 for the Radiant, 1 in the enemy jungle, the other, well, at the entrance to the enemy jungle towards the mid lane. On the other side, the Dire ward has been placed down across the river to get some vision, especially for that Meepo mid. And, well, FN will be heading to the safe lane. He played the mid PL last game. He's going to be the safe lane Timbersaw this game. Oh, yes, the Afterlife taunt. Yes, excellent. Yes, the battle.
Good,
message.
good.
I'm a big fan.
30 seconds to battle.
MT Invoker is going to be mid. They counter ward this already. Wow, no fear. Look at you. Huge start to this game already.
It's great for him. Get some money back. Could potentially get himself another sentry later on, or just more than likely start working towards them brown boots.
And it's big.
Oh, look at this. He gets a clarity and a TP sent out. Immediately spent.
They also blocked this camp with a sentry
The
ward.
battle begins.
So that's the pole camp is not there anymore. Let's see if Empire commit a sentry to dewarding it. Do they even have one? Pingar does, and he'll notice very quickly that that camp is not going to spawn. Well, really what this game is all about is Chappie and the Meepo, and how quickly he can get online and if they could shut him down. And
That's what we're all here for, I think.
with an Earth Spirit, I think it's not unheard of to be able to bring Chappie down a few times early on in this game. But keeping him down is going to be the hard part.
Yeah, let's say they do actually pressure him out of the lane, he gets in that jungle. That's when it gets so terrifying, because he'll just leave. Kunkka will come mid, he'll get some experience, it'll be rather survivable. And Chappie will just absolutely demolish the jungle.
Pingar and Afterlife going toe-to-toe, the Shadow Ward helping out. The return has been skilled up, but already some damage being done. He does have 7 tangos, however. Underlord top lane is not having much of a better time. Ghost Stick's taking some hits from Always Wanna Fly. He uses the Arctic Burn. And elsewhere, it's just heroes getting farm. But the Meepo is up to 4 last hits early on. Going to have level 2 momentarily. And we'll see what happens.
There's been some really good pressure down bottom by No Fear while this is going on. Because Warlock's good against Centaur, because he's just going to keep casting spells on you as Afterlife taunts away, and you can't really do anything, right? Like, Shadow Word does hurt, but No Fear came in, he forced King Arrow to Shadow Word himself once, which really hurts his mana pool, and then while he was claritying, No Fear canceled that. So he's basically taking away like 3 Shadow Words from his Centaur Warrunner
An
now.
awkward rolling boulder. Pingar and No Fear are going toe-to-toe, and I'm not sure No Fear can win this battle. Top lane, Ghost Stick, Arctic Burn. This might be first blood. Aloha Dance taking a lot of damage here. There's going to be the Firestorm coming out. Aloha Dance needs to be careful. He's going to walk out of it. Now turning to Always Wanna Fly. He's got 1 tango. He's got another one rolling already. And Aloha Dance will salve up, meaning that they have to back up for now. And they probably won't find this kill. So very close to first blood, but they won't be able to get it. And, well, good try. But guess what? People's got the clones. NT with the Observer Ward, I think, avoided the Kunkka. He saw the Kunkka with the Observer Ward, so he's able to just avoid that torrent. Meanwhile, elsewhere, nothing really happening. Some trades back and forth.
Yeah, I'll have to keep an eye on Ghost Stick, see how much he can get out of this top lane. The Wyvern being one of the more annoying supports to be up against as an offlaner. And the ever-present threat of Troll just jumping on top of you, once he has boots especially. Kind of a battle of first to brown boots up here. Ghost Stick still relatively tanky.
Yeah, and poor main shield is pretty nice. But, Chappie will find himself a haste rune. I think Yaroslav knows there's a ward there. He canceled his torn animation a couple of times. Just trying to get NT to react to it. Arctic Burn going, but Always Wanna Fly. Needs to be careful. Ghost Stick's the one dishing out the damage. He has level 2 Firestorm. So if he could find some way to lock him down, it'd be great. Meanwhile, he played his last tango. Aloha Dance will come in. He's got range rolling axes ready to go, but he won't use them. Instead, Ghost Stick will back up. All right. Well, This is a pretty good start for Empire, man. I mean, they really didn't shut down Chappie at all. It's still early, but
Oh, his life looks okay, but everything else is kind of all right for them too. Centaur Warrunner on the other side is okay, right? The lane's been up here the majority of the time, despite there being a support. And they finally get this dewarded, but doesn't really end up mattering. Afterlife continues to get experience. It will pressure in now, though, with 3 range creeps.
yeah, needs to be careful. And the great thing about this Meepo going to the jungle is now Yaroslav can take over mid and get some experience. I mean, he's only level 2. Great, but top lane, Arctic Burn, Ghost Tick caught out. This should be first blood, and it will be. Aloha Dance gets it done. A rotation from No Fear finally getting involved in a kill, and it's a big one. Make sure that troll can get off to a fast start.
Yeah, that's probably the most expected one there. No Fear now running on over here to grab that bounty rune. Good play.
Earthbind, Boots coming in, 1-2, Raindrop will block it. There's another Earthbind coming out. Ice Wall might save him. And the Fairy Fire, they need one more auto attack. That uphill miss from Kingar, he's still going for it. He's too deep in now, he needs to be careful. Luckily, won't take any tower damage as the aggro was spot on for him. But NT forced to Shrine. Not the worst thing in the world. That's the danger, though, of Chappie. If he had one more clone, but Yaroslav's still chasing. He won't find anything.
That's really smart not to put this ward down, because the Invoker saw him up there, but now they're going to see him again and see that he's still holding the ward, so.
He's going to be all right. He's a TP, but yeah. They're
Well, Wyvern's coming.
King R, invised up. Shadower's going to come out. There's the Firestorm. They just need a couple of hits. One more auto attack from King R should do the job. The Shadow Ward might bring him down. The Ring of Regen is up. He's going to try to get his way through. He should still fall here. Solo, and he finally will. They've made them sweat for that, though. They were thinking, oh my god, if we don't get this kill right now, I swear to god.
They did get the Kunkka with the Sunstrike, too.
Oh, did they? Okay.
Yeah, they chased him down with the supports, so nice little kill there from the Invoker. Gets him 150 gold. But obviously the more important one, bring down that troll, so. He is heading in towards a Vlad's here. Probably just going to be your kind of standard stuff, just like Phase, Vlad's, S and Y. Get a BKB, get a Blink Dagger, those kind of items on the troll.
Happy living dangerously.
Well, that's the other thing, is that they don't really have any sort of like a jungle roamer or anything like that, which is where Meepo spends so much of his time. Like, Earth Spirit can kind of go alone, and maybe that'll be his play once he's Brown Boots, if he can just roam around and just hope that Sunstrikes will be enough. But for now, Chappie is kind of free to make those plays.
I will say, Yaroslav is not doing much better than a lot of the heroes on Friends. He's level 2 still. He has 400, 500 net worth. God, he is poor. No Fear even steals the bounty, which I'm sure he was like, man, I really wanted that. But instead, he won't be able to get there in time. Speaking of stealing bounties, King Arbor will do the same. He'll grab it, get to level 3. They really could use some experience. No Fear roaming in. Ghost is going to be spotted. There's the rolling boulder. And it looks like this is a dead Kunkka, I would say.
I would say so indeed. He even cancels the
Chappie,
pit.
can he get No Fear? Head analysis is going to come out. They'll try to go for the TP. Double poof and an auto attack will do the job, and Ghost Tick will secure the kill. So the trade is there, and Chappie getting involved yet again. He's still top of the net worth.
Meanwhile, down bottom, Kunkka rotates. Currently not in vision. This ward's actually just going to go away. Oh, he just saw him. That ward. The head had died a few seconds earlier. Centaur might have been in trouble, but now he'll know Kunkka's here.
He should anyway. He's walking pretty far up. X marks. The Torrent will go. Chakram on top. Whirling Death. He's pretty low. Stick charge. Afterlife looking for a stomp. He's got Stampede. See if he uses it. The Yaroslav will tank the tower. Stampede will go and actually keep him alive. So kind of just baiting out, trying to have them take some extra tower damage, but good attempt from Yaroslav will get him to 3 at least. But, Stampede is down.
Yeah, not the most successful rotations quite yet for the Kunkka. The one mid was important, but other than that, he's just been like running around trying to put on some pressure and died a couple times. But Chappie continues to farm the jungle. No one's sitting mid. Maybe Warlock would like to go be there now, but without good vision on the. Well, now they see the Earth Spirit. This ward as it's being taken down, but seems like they're a little bit too worried about sitting someone mid due to that potential pressure.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that rolling boulder can come in. They'd be in some trouble. However, its top lane is he's looking for Ghost Tick. If he gets a boulder smash, man, he was sitting at like 66 HP. That is not good. But I think now they know that there are some wards over there. At least, I don't know if Ghost Tick actually saw No Fear when he rolled in. Perhaps not. Burn onto FN, taking some hits. Reactive armor. He's got 20 stacks. He's got to regen pretty quickly with it.
I think No Fear has gotten every one of these bounty runes.
He's done
In
a
this
pretty
off
good
lane.
job. Yeah.
That's so annoying.
It's how to stay involved. He's still only level 3 though with it. And somehow only has boots.
Oh, they're scanning. They know he's here. Are they gonna go for the Sunstrike? This would be like God tier. Oh, he just left the Ancients.
Meanwhile, rolling boulder. See you later, King R, I think. Yeah. Man. No Fear, he's making some plays. He's keeping him in it at this point in time. Invoker's getting some good farm. Centaur as well in terms of the offlaners. He's ahead of Ghostic pretty heavily. FN is just trying to pressure bottom. His hood is done. His arcanes are done. So next is going to be that Bloodstone, and he'll get there soon. Afterlife. Stampede is up if they want to TP and try to defend this, but there's some wards nearby. Need to be careful. You should see the Centaur roaming in as well as No Fear on the Earth Spirit. They see both of them, but they're still staying. Let's see what happens next. King R still only level 4, no level 6 yet. I think now you're back for Empire. They pull the creep wave back.
I don't know if they can force them off though.
Yeah, that's tough. FN's just diving now.
He's got this hood. He's 4 reactive. What are they gonna do to him?
Fatal Bonds, dear God. Maybe they, yeah, I don't know if they can do anything. Timber Chain, if they get a Chakramere, it's a kill. Looks like good boulder smash, not in time, though the sounds comes out the double edge as well. This would be a great trade. He pops Code of Defiance. He's looking for all of them. Can he get a triple kill? He will stay alive. No Fear. X marks. Might get the double himself, and he will. FN picks it up. Rotating back in his afterlife. Stampede will come through. Here comes at least the troll, and he finds himself the triple. Can he get a low on dance as well? He's running low on mana. FN is just owning right now. This Timber Saw making so much space, getting so much done. And meanwhile, Chappie is farming up a storm. They're going to rolling boulder in, though. They might find him. There's going to be the Earthbind coming out. Good boulder smash. Meatball coming through. The silence is up as well. And it looks like the Shadow Word might be able to save him. The Cold Snap, they bring him down. No Fear will die for this, but it is an excellent trade going the way of friends.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Alrighty. So 300 gold his way. 270 to the Warlock on the counter kill. But
I mean, they needed that, man, after what happened bottom.
yeah, I think the Timber is just terrifying, though. Like, that's the dream scenario once you get your hood. Oh, apologies.
Yeah, I got it.
Looks
Don't
like-
worry, dude. I saw it.
I got him knocked down up there, but yeah, I mean, the Timber dream game, right? Like, doesn't even have a soul ring. He just goes under this tower because he has a hood so quickly.
Yeah.
And they absolutely cannot kill him. He'll be able to bring this tower down. Everyone's rotated out of here. Should not be a problem.
This is going to be a pretty early Bloodstone, I would imagine. The crazy thing is, even though he got that triple kill, the troll is even higher net worth than he is, which to me is insane.
Yeah, that is true. He's, I think, like, all of his creeps are lane creeps. Plus, he has 3 kills. Now he's moving to the jungle as well.
Still, Chappie, despite that one death, is very close to that of the troll. Torrent's going to come out. Aloha Dance would be a huge kill. Do they have
that's a
Golem? They
rock
do.
drop.
They're going to drop it. NT coming in. They want this kill of Stampede. They are diving pretty quickly. The Shrine comes out. They committed way too much without anybody being in position, and now Yaroslav getting chased down. The Arctic Burn, there's the Whirling Axe's range as well as melee. Torrent might save his life. No, one more auto attack gets it done for Aloha Dance. And meanwhile, FN is still pushing bottom. He will take the tower, rolling boulder in. But now, No Fear, out of mana, needs to be careful. But FN now alone, he has no backup. Timber Chain away will make himself get out for the time being. No Arctic Burn, and they really can't afford to try to fight this guy. He's running low on mana, but I think they need to be very careful with how they position themselves. So, some bad kills for Empire. They'll still take some towers as they're pushing top 2, Trent.
Yeah. I really hope Aloha Dance. Oh, he shifted
the
off,
vision.
but
X marks Torrent now.
dude, Afterlife's the taunter, dude.
Yeah. Oh, uh-oh. This might be troublesome. I don't know if they can kill him with these 3. Firestorm will do a lot. Shadow Word as well. There's the stomp coming out. He's solo. He should fall to the auto attack and will. The magnetize. No Fear. It's too late. So with those 3 heroes, they're able to combine up and find that kill and the tier 1 tower. And not only that, but Chappie is coming. They're going to find Always Want to Fly. Here comes the
hello.
Earthbind. The Winter's Curse will go. It won't do too much, but the Torrent is there on top of it. The Slow will be up there. Another Earthbind. And that Cold Embrace will only prolong his inevitable death. X marks. No Torrent up for 3 seconds, but another Earthbind. It's the Pit of Malice that will do the job. And boy, is he done too. And all of a sudden, Chappie finds himself a double kill, and boom, they're right back in it. Not that they were ever down out of it.
74-50.
FN Meatball Whirling Axes. Uh-oh, too aggressive. Cutting that creep wave, and now King R might be next. Earthbind misses, no Golem. They're going to poop in, and Afterlife slow. They get the double kill for Aloha Dance. They might find themselves a triple. Chappie getting caught, Deafening Blast. and they are diving too far. Firestorm still might take down Afterlife, taking away from the Fatal Bonds. He's so low, 26 HP. He actually is going to survive.
Hit. Please. Oh, if he like, okay. That was actually close. If he had like torrented him up top or something, he actually would have died.
God, if you had a ghost ship right now. All right, so, I mean, Empire, they get a lead, and they just throw it away because they sit behind the tower and have FN just die. I don't know why he thought he was invulnerable. You know, that was a little... I understand what he was going for. Perhaps not the... it was an interesting play, to say the least.
What have we here?
Definitely made the game a little bit more difficult. But should be blink up soon for Chappie. It does not take long for him to get 600 gold. Even going to smoke up. He's coming up here to get aggressive with the golems. They just want to go right back at it. They have vision. They know Troll is here.
Oh, yeah.
And Timber even has an invis rune, so this should be pretty easy. Oh, perfect. Sunstrike just went to the Roche pit.
Yeah, this could be their timing. Here comes Chappie. Double Dragonlance. This will fall so fast. Meanwhile, there's a fight happening mid. Chakram coming out. Pit of Malice, Firestorm. Pretty good abilities to help FN just chop down that poor Centaur Warrunner. Tier 1 tower sitting pretty close to deny range. Roche is about to fall for Chappie. Still a couple more moments, then we'll go down. Tornado was just used by NT, so he doesn't have it. And Observer Ward is going to scout both of them. This would be a great fight. They're going to smoke on top of the ward. Roche has already been taken. Good Pit of Malice, the Firestorm on top. There's going to be the rock as well. Torrent misses. The X marks and the Ghost Ship are coming back in. NT is in some serious trouble. Brought back. Chakram coming through. Here comes FN, Whirling Death. So low, the Fatal Blonde's not taking it down yet. Meanwhile, TP's in, no Shrine. They'll take down King R. A Stomp coming through. Can they get these kills? They've lost 2 so far. Chappie is not at this fight. They do end up getting NT finally, Aloha Dance TPing in. And somehow, even with that great initiation coming out from Empire, they still lose the engagement. However, Aloha Dance now getting chased down by FN. He doesn't want to go any further. There's a couple other heroes nearby, always want to fly. They just want to take this tier 1 and make sure they can get some more. And it looks like Chappie did not want to fight until he had his Blink Dagger. So perhaps some miscommunication from Empire's side.
Even NT almost lived there, but the Fatal Bonds brought him down just from the Golem chasing the Earth Spirit. So close to surviving with everyone on that one. And Ghostic just looking to complete up his mechanisms. So SNY almost done here. For Aloha Dance, just the recipe to go. I think a Silver Edge is actually going to be sicker in this game.
Oh, they have Warner's Curse. No, down for 20 seconds. They need to be careful. X marks coming out.
They can hold people
Ghost Ship is
forever.
ready. They're going to look for Always Want to Fly, and I think he is done here more than likely. The Poop, the Stomp comes out double edge, but that's just the Aegis. Ghost Ship, Ghost Walk. Do they have detection? They have a Sentry on Kunkka. They're going to drop it, and this is NT dead yet again. The Aegis works out perfectly for Empire. This time they play together, and it's a successful 2 kills going their way.
Oh, it's your Invoker dying twice in a row. Midas on cooldown this time. Not good. Or off cooldown, rather, but...
I got what you meant.
Yeah, no bueno.
28 seconds without a Midas. That's rough. Well, this low cooldowns from Yaroslav and the rest of the crew have been working out pretty well. They will have Warlock Golems back up in 50 seconds. They're sending already Meepo Illusions top. They could probably head top and take that tier 2 tower as well after, or at least attempt to. What abilities? They will have everything back up, though, for Friends, which means Winter's Curse. So you need to be very careful how you approach this fight for Empire. Meanwhile, they're going to take the tier 1 tower bottom for Aloha Dance. The Glyph will go. And we'll see already one person TPing back. Burn, Always Want to Fly. Be careful when that crew plate gets just blown up. Bit of Malice just missing X marks on Always Want to Fly. Stomp comes out. They found the Kunkka, and he's probably dead. He has Ghost Ship. He might be able to get it off before he dies. He is running in. Ghost Ship comes through, and he does get it off. The Torrent comes out. Doesn't hit. Only onto NT, though. Still. Yaroslav is somehow still alive. I don't know how he is. Shadow, we're keeping him up and ready. Pit of Malice onto 2. There's the Chakram coming out on Aloha Dance. Everybody's backing up. Already one of the Meepo clones down bottom. The Firestorm being used again. Ghostic doesn't have his ultimate. Stomp double edge, the Golem drops to cover the retreat. Can they turn this on and fight it? Timber Chain coming in. X marks. They found Afterlife.
Oh, they got him.
Coming through. They blow away the Meepo. He came in on the wrong side, but FN's still going in. And without Chappie, this could be troublesome, but here comes the Pit of Malice again. Timber Chain, it's the Chakram Aloha Dance. X marks is still alive. He gets himself a double kill, but he might die to FN. Trying to fight. Timber Chain gets the kill. Solo, the Arctic Burn. Meanwhile, the Golem hitting up Always Wanna Fly, the Stun Strike. Afterlife looking for more. Ghostic Solo. The Firestorm doesn't get off in time. Always Wanna Fly. One more hit from the Golem will do the job. Splinter Blast actually kills him because he turns around to help out. It is 4 dead on the side of Empire, 3 for Friends. It is a bloodbath, and a 2,000 gold advantage going the way of Friends. Well, rather 1,500, but still an excellent fight for them. Gets them back in it.
Yeah, very, very much needed. I mean, you kill the Meepo, that's like 3 heroes right there. He got no experience that fight. He lost 300 gold, and everyone gained on the Dire side too, including experience and gold. Centaur 755, that really helps him get in towards, I assume, a Hood. Probably just gonna need at least some staying power before he can go for the eggs, or, well, he might just go right into it, it seems. He just really wants that Aghanim Scepter.
Oh boy. Ethereal Blade for Meepo coming out soon.
The Power Winner's Curse, though, I mean, that just, it wins you the fight at this point in the game. He has enough damage. He does have the Ghost Scepter now, though, so if he can get that off in time, then he'll be okay. But it's not the easiest thing to do. You really need, like, the E-Blade from someone else, honestly.
Yeah. Which is also not easy, and nobody's even near that. But for 60 seconds, I don't think Empire will want to fight without Golem. And this is the perfect timing for Friends to make a go. Here we go, rolling boulder. They're going to find the Kunkka again. Bit of Malice to come out. Stampede is there. The Stomp is up. The Double Edge. Dark Rift. It might not be in time. It looks like they won't get out. Ghostic's already running away. Bring him back to the base. So they'll lose the Kunkka. They'll make sure everybody else gets out. They don't want to take that fight. It's not the worst loss, but they'll lose the Tier 1 tower on top of it. Perfect timing for Friends to make an initiation.
Yeah, and this is where I hope Aloha Dance does go for the Silver Edge next as well. Because now that they actually have some pressure on the map and they're causing Empire to split up, Silver Edge is so good against Timbersaw when you're this Troll Warlord. Like, I find the items often overrated against Timbersaw because the whole idea of it, like, canceling his stacks and stuff, it doesn't do anything for the most part during a fight, right? But if you're initiating on a solo split pushing Timbersaw as this Troll Warlord, and it means that you're going to break him and he can't get a single stack of his passive going the whole time you right-click him, that is just... you just annihilate that hero. It's not even going to look like a Timbersaw. He's just going to melt like butter.
This is a double damage ring too. But before I go any further, I also want to mention King R has an Atos, which I actually kind of like a lot. They already have a lot of disable.
Yeah.
But whatever you could do to kite the troll around,
Exactly.
just keep doing it.
Even the Winter Wyvern, like, if you see him on the other edge of a fight,
Then you just throw that thing out. Just stop him. Get him away from your Meepo. And more people are building Warlock like this. He's starting to come away from that whole Midas Aghanims every single game. We're seeing way more Force Staffs, medallions, just actually useful items on the hero rather than just waiting for that one big shebang with the ulti.
He's got it back up, speaking of which. Hero is staying around mid, behind Aloha Dance, sort of baiting him. Always want to fly split pushing bottom. Meanwhile, FN sort of split pushing top. Everybody's up here except for the Meepo clones. They're farming elsewhere, as expected. They'll get the tower, and Chappie will pick it up. Him and the Troll have been battling back and forth for the net worth lead, and considering the Troll's doing that well, I think they're pretty happy with how that's gone. He's going BKB next. He's not going to get the Silver Edge, as expected. This is exactly what you were talking about at the draft. If he's able to BKB, avoid the poofs, and just come in and blind the Meepo, you're in a very good position.
Yeah, BKB does make him like totally invincible, so I can understand why he's, you know, hesitating back and forth between the two and eventually settles on this one.
He's very close as well. 1,000 gold away is not a lot. No fear. Drops a ward. Behind enemy lines. Yeah, Ags is done for the Invoker. All right, man. I mean, this is still very doable for Friends. Very, very doable. Timbersaw starting to slow down. And yes, Chappie can farm quickly, but he's died a couple of times just to misplays. His Ethereal Blade is done if he wants it. It looks like he's going to go to the secret shop right now to get it, which means a lot more agility.
Yeah, big pickup this time. I'm sure it'll be just the first Blade we see. Maybe wouldn't hurt to have some bots next, perhaps, but like he's not too concerned about that yet.
No, I don't think so.
He's got one more slot to fill up. Wants a real item.
Ooh, that scan, that dire scan was successful. No fear still make it jumped on, rooted, but he still is able to rolling boulder away. But there's the Atos. How far do they dive for this? Not very, apparently, as they weren't looking to do anything too crazy. They're going to TP top with Chappie, and the rest of the crew, at least if it's 2 are coming in, it's going to be him, as well as the Underlord.
Radiant's top tower is under
Gonna have a jump in,
there-
Chappie pooping, looking for the Earthbind, can't find it. There's the Winter's Curse. Wow, that damage. The mech, the Sunstrike. Chappie gets blown away.
What a hero. Ladies and gentlemen, the counter in action gets the gold.
That's got to feel so bad for Chappie.
Oh, he actually didn't get any of the assist on that. That's a
Sunstrike
weird
gets a kill?
mechanic. I forgot about that.
Man, they even mech'd that too. That's got to feel awful.
I was gonna say I thought he would like buy his blink dagger, but
Did he
You don't get the
Did he
gold.
get the? Well, it doesn't really matter either way.
you don't get anything. Invoker. I mean, at least it goes to your invoker. I mean, that's
I feel like if his main if his Meepo Prime was away, and he just is able to Ethereal Blade, that's fine. But oh, King R's dead now. Alacrity control seems pretty fair. Ghostic is like, let me Dark Rift. 3 seconds later, that tier 2 tower is now gone. They'll respawn at the same time, and suddenly friends have evened up the game completely, like we saw this last time.
Radiant's middle tower has
But
fallen.
yeah, now there's a Blink Dagger too for the Wyvern, so good luck.
yeah. This is the perfect item. It's all you need in this game. This doesn't mean you buy Winter Wyvern or you buy Blink on Wyvern every game, guys. This is like literally against Meepo. This is the dream. Just keep going with your Glimmer
It's
Capes.
not terrible in other games.
No, it's still a great item, but I mean, in this game, it's literally the only item he needs this game. Like, he could just be no boots, Blink Dagger, honestly, and I would be happy. Because he just wants to hide and wait until he sees Meepo. That is his one goal in life. Aloha Dance helps clear out, and look at him race into this tower. He's like, I have
I
a
mean,
DD rune. I plan to use it.
Essentially, at this point, he could solo Meepo, as we saw at the top. You know, Chappie needs to be very careful with his position. But here we go. Tier 3 tower. My lord. Ghost ship coming out. There's going to be the Earthbind. He gets the tier 3. The Cold Embrace is there. They're not really following this up, though. Firestorm. X Marks comes back out again. Aloha Dance does have BKB. They're trying to force it out, but they won't be successful. So the tier 3
Chappie's
is now
assembling
gone.
heroes at the Roche Pit.
Yeah, Chappie's like, are you kidding? Is this really going to be a full duration Roche respawn time? He's
He's
actually
getting burnt here.
so upset. He poops
Wow, he
out.
actually left.
I am kind of surprised by that, but that is
I guess
rough.
he doesn't know where they are, right? They could have
Man,
been rotating.
God, Chappie's got to be so frustrated by how this game has gone for him. It's hilarious.
I mean, no mercy, Meepo pickers, dude.
True.
No mercy.
Too true. I think friends are feeling the same thing at this point. But all the abilities are back up, ready to go. Battle Trance was just down, but who cares? Ghost Ship's back up in 8 seconds. And it's Roche. It's where we're going to see a potential fight, it looks like. They'll send a Forge Spirit in, and always want to fly. Has been caught, or at least spotted. This could be a huge kill to start things off, but no. Hit a mouse. They weren't in position to have everybody come in. They were not on the same page for Empire. This is dangerous for both teams. Chappie can kind of just push bottom. There's no real threat. FN, Aloha Dance has been scouted. But Atos is going to keep him alive. King R is silenced up, and he can't drop the rock. Yes, he can. He gets it off in time, but this is already not a good fight. Dark Rift Ghostic trying to get out. He might make it away. He's going to be close. No. Ghost Ship's too late. They get off the Winter's Curse as well, the Deafening Blast. Chappie alive still, but he's going to have to pretty much 1v5 this for the most part. Stomp already coming out, silenced up as well. Very good fight for friends. Chappie solo. He is going to fall to this tornado, it looks like. And 3 down. Friends will take the fight and more than likely take Roshan.
I've seen a lot of Wyverns lose to Meepo and always want to fly. Does not plan to be on that list right now.
No, he really doesn't.
This was always kind of one of his heroes when it first came out too. So I think he's pretty comfortable on the Wyvern. He knows how this matchup works. He knows all that matters is this damn Blink Dagger.
Oh,
That fight, not too important. Chappie did a better job of spreading out his Meepos, and then 2 of them got caught in it. They even got Deafening Blasted, but all that matters is that they were isolated. Couldn't do his combos, and
God. The X Marks, I was really concerned for a second.
you can imagine if they actually got the Aegis on the Meepo, though. Then the game, turns around a little bit, because then you can fight right into the Winter's Curse, try and get them to burn it, and then actually have your hero, because they haven't had this hero in like 14 minutes or something.
I mean, it was a really good play from Aloha Dance to just run around. Like, they are killing King Arc first every fight. Like, he can't live. Atos, Stampede, they want to make sure Aloha Dance survives. Meanwhile, they're also chasing after FN, who Timber chains away, but he might have to Bloodstone deny, won't get it off in time, he'll die instead. Willing axes, there's going to be a dead Kunkka on top of it all, gets bashed up. that last hit, and Aloha Dance finds himself, with the help of NT, getting a double kill. They'll find another one. They're going to head bottom immediately. 20 seconds of the respawn time for the Timbersaw. Backdoor protection is gone, and they will take this pretty quickly. Although there is no battle trance, it doesn't really matter. With Aegis up on the troll, he can be as aggressive as he wants to be, and this should fall. Alacrity is going to help even more. My God.
Got him. All right, still have the BKB, 9 seconds, easy peasy. Still holding Aegis. Why stop here? Take me high ground. Where's my Wyvern? Always want to fly. What are you doing in Vision? Get the hell out. Get away from all of this. Job is back here.
This is so difficult. I like what Chappie's doing, but he already has to poof back. Main Meepo's away up into the top line. They might have, yeah, they saw him, but he's still out of there. One setter axe down. All right, Trent. What's the game plan?
What is the game plan this game? Kill Wyvern.
Like
I
they're
guess,
killing the
or
Warlock.
force, like, just find the Wyvern and force him to burn out the curse.
Not easy.
Hey, not even smoked up. They're just walking. Oh,
Yeah.
they might find Aloha Dance.
He does have Aegis and BKB. However, he is going to probably lose that Aegis. Maybe. Ethereal Blade. It's pretty good.
Oh.
BKB Force. Okay.
Okay.
That's probably fine
How long do we have? Yeah, we have a lot of time.
for the
About
Aegis.
3 minutes left. That's worth. So he'll have another BKB up with Aegis.
And the Silver Edge is on its way here. He can go pick it up right now if he wants, with no buyback.
Empire are being aggressive. They're finally crossing the river. Silver
They
Edge.
probably don't have any detection with them, do they? They
Nah.
have 1 sentry on the Warlock. I mean, why would they? So
It's the
be a good
perfect
time to go
before
in.
it. I mean, that and the Timbersaw. Oh, no fear, buddy.
no fear? Oh, hello.
X marks. Get back here. Dead. Mega dead.
Oh, but here comes the Aloha Dance.
Yeah, they're going to try to go for
sneaky.
this, maybe. Afterlife has been spotted. There's a ward there. They weren't ready for the
Stun.
stomp, though. The double edge is onto 3. The creeps come out, but already King R is done. Ghost Ship will come through. NC pops his own. BKB Yaroslav is probably dead. They used the Winter's Curse for him. Chappie, meanwhile, isn't really at the fight. He's actually just trying to jump away. It's a 2-for-1. 3 for 1, actually, now that they bring down Yaroslav. But, I mean, it looks
Empire
like
missed the boat on that one, I think.
Yeah.
One might say.
Yeah, good. Oh.
It was a little late, maybe. They were all kind of dead. Damn.
They have this ward here, and they were like all here. One here, one here. I don't know.
That was sick, dude.
Yeah.
3-man stomp plus coming out of Invis for Aloha Dance.
They're just making
Get
the
the
plays
immediate
on Friends'
bashes.
side. No fear is like easy, baby. BKB, Aloha Dance really wants this Rax, and I don't blame him. Meanwhile, top lane, Chappie's like, I'll do what I can. I've been magnetized. And they're already backing.
He's in trouble. Sunstrike's coming through up top.
He is maybe going to die here. He wants no fear first. Ethereal Blade, the magnetize is going to be able to bring him down. And, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think this game is starting to get to that very difficult, unwinnable territory for Empire. A very good play, a very well played game coming up from Friends here in game number 2. Looked pretty bad for a moment there, a moment or two, but Friends are able to turn it around. Aloha Dance having a heck of a game. Only 2 deaths. NT quietly having another good, solid game. 2 deaths as well. Always Want to Fly was the big focal point so far of this cast. But, I mean, everybody's really performed and put up a lot of work here for Friends.
What have we here?
Not that the game's over, but it becomes much more difficult now for them to come back. As they Chappie just has, he's been stuck at Ethereal Blade for the past 10 minutes or so.
Yeah, he just got removed from the game, basically.
Yeah.
You know, you don't screw up his Wyvern, people can't do anything. Pretty much how it works.
If only it were that easy and had like every other, like pub game in the world.
If only.
But Always Want to Fly is a very good player. Now with a Aether Lens on top of the Blink Dagger and her Glimmer Capes coming soon, it's tough. Ghostic finally gets the hood.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
I mean, it might be a little too late.
Radiant's
Well,
top
they don't
tower
have Aegis anymore. Do you just wait, I guess, and be safe and secure, or do you really want to force something here?
I think you can wait a little bit. Meepo's gonna have to try and split push. You have really high mobility with your Invis Troll. You have a blinking wyvern, so you should be able to just control up the area and try and choke them out a little bit. They're gonna come out
if
now
they could
though.
kill him. They're headed the wrong direction. Instead, they're gonna head towards NT and the rest of the crew. They might not find anybody. Always.
They have little vision because of this gem too. They might get him now though.
Yeah, they have a bit of malice up, and this is a kill. It looks like the cold embrace is there, but there's plenty of magic for him. He's still somehow alive. Jump in, stomp, double edge coming in. The golem on the counter initiation. Here comes the Goshen. This might be a good fight for them. They're already trying to take down No Fear. Afterlife will fall. That BKB not enough, and now No Fear trying to get out. Rolling Boulder down. There's the Chakram. Gets X marks back, and it's a lot of damage. 3 dead on the side of Friends. It's the first big engagement they've had in a long time.
Would you believe it? If I don't get cursed, I can do things.
Pretty much,
He's
yes.
even looking at a scythe next.
NT needs to be careful. Tornado EMP. You won't find any.
Tower is under attack.
Tier 3 tower. They don't have buyback on Afterlife. They do have one on the Winter Wyvern who has his curse. Ready to go. The Glyph will go, but this will fall quickly because of Amiibo. But NT jumping
Meanwhile,
in.
Troll
They're going to
is
Dark
taking
Rift.
top.
They have to get back home.
Oh, he's
Looks like
going
they will.
for it.
They're going to go for his Aloha Dance. Pops the BKB. He's looking to get out. He might actually be able to make it away. They have no way of stopping him from TPing there. Oh, man.
Owned.
He actually just styled on them straight up.
Yeah.
Well,
Damn.
he didn't really get any other buildings, though.
Hey, you got
did.
the tier 3 and forced
Tier
them all
3?
back.
Yeah,
Who
okay.
gives a shit?
And they didn't force any buybacks on Friends. I mean, they need so many more of those fights for Empire. And it's hard. Whew. This game might shape up to be just like game number 1 if it continues on that trajectory, or it could just end in the next moment. However, this is a very important item that Chappie's just purchased.
Yes.
One
Question
might even
is, if they win on the side of Friends, are they going to ban the Meepo? That's what I want.
I don't know, man. I think you do. I think you just, like, you don't put yourself through, especially if they start coming back. Oh, Ghostic. Oh, boy. I don't know about this fight. All of a sudden, though, they get off the Atos as well. Aloha Dance brings down Ghostic, so that BKB is now done. It's time to leave no buyback for Ghostic, so it's 4 versus 5. At least the BKB is now on cooldown, though, which is, I guess, something. There's no way Golem, though. It's like 36 seconds before it's up.
Roche is up, too.
Yeah, I think the play for Friends is to go maybe take. I guess you have a pick, so you can try to go. Oh, the winner's curse. He just bought that scythe. He's still alive somehow, but not for long. 30 or 88 seconds rather, and well, Chappie just GG's immediately.
Feels good. Good old-fashioned Dota 2 counters. Destroyed.
That's a counter in action right there, my friend.
I mean, that's a pretty much like. I think Invoker had some nice plays to kill the Meepo in the early parts of the game. So I mean, credit where credit is due to NT, our stand-in. But once we got level 6 on Always Want to Fly, it looked like the game was over. He hit every winner's curse.
Yeah,
There was
really did.
one winner's curse that caught 2 Meepos, but that fight was already over because the Golems got forced out in a bad spot, and like everyone else was nearby anyway. So he was just like holding those 2 Meepos to then get chain stunned because the rest of them were dead. But other than that, he just essentially solo killed Chappie the entire game.
I think the moral of the story is if you plan on picking Meatbow, think about the Winter Wyvern and what you could do against it, whether that is banning it or something else entirely. And the question actually remains now, Trent, like you asked, what do you do here in Game 3? Do you ban the Meepo? Do you let it through?
I would
think,
guess.
I think they ban the Meepo just because it's something they don't want to have to put. I think that was a more difficult game than they made it seem. I think they played very well, but there were moments.
It depends
there
on who
where
was
they were
the last
concerned.
ban, I think.
Yeah.